morning students. Today is the second day of our class, paper 2, fundamentals of accounting. As in our first class, I have explained you what is accounting all about. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting various business transactions and the events. Now we will see various phases which is involved in accounting. So today's class will be basically all about journal, and most of the students, as you have already completed your 12, you have given your 12th exam, even though most of the students make mistake there only. If you are not clear about various accounts and you do not have the basic and the concept, your journal entries will be mistake, like you will make mistakes in passing various journal entries. So today we will start with first, you can see here the accounting process starts with the first phase, that is recording of various business transactions. So after recording of the business transactions, those are posted to the journal. So journal is the date wise summary transactions which are which is recorded in the journal book. Then the journal entries are posted to the ledger accounts, various ledger accounts like your sales account, purchase account. Okay. Then from the ledger, the accounts are transferred to the trial balance. That means trial balance can be prepared with the help of ledger from the cash balances and other balances of the accounts. So from trial balances, trading account can be prepared. So from trading account, we come to know gross profit, whether the company is earning gross profit or loss. Then we prepare profit and loss account, that is called PL account, which already you have done in your 11 and 12 standard for both sole proprietorship and partnership business. So from profit and loss account, we come to know about what is the profit of the business or the loss suffered by the business, that which we have discussed in our last class. Then from profit and loss account, we prepare financial statement, that is called balance sheet. From balance sheet, we come to know about the financial position of the business, that is like the asset of the business and the liabilities of the business, that we come to know. So today, as I have mentioned you, today we will start with journal. Okay. So we will start with this journal. So that is the basic of accounting. So what is journal all about? So journal is a book of original entry where date-wise transactions are recorded. So date-wise, suppose like you are starting from April. So date-wise from April 1, all the transactions, April 2, all the transactions. So all the transactions are recorded date-wise systematically. That is called journal all about. So transactions means what? Transactions means, suppose the business organization has paid something. Suppose like the business organization has paid wages. So this is called transaction. Or you can say started business with capital. This is called business transactions, which can be and business transaction having financial nature, which can be expressed in monetary terms. So these are called transactions. Then these transactions are or can be passed in the journal entry form. So that we will do today. So to know journal entries better, to pass journal entries better, you need to know what we understand by accounts. Okay. So accounts again it is a date wise summary of all the business transactions related to accounts. So here basically accounts, there are 3 types of accounts. We have, one is personal and another one is impersonal. Which is not personal, that is called impersonal. So basically we have 3 types of accounts. One is personal, another one is real, and next one is your nominal account. So we can say here accounts can be, 2 types of accounts, personal and impersonal. And impersonal is again divided into 2, that is real account and nominal account. Now first we will see what is personal account all about. So personal account, again there are 3 types of personal account. One is natural, one is artificial, another one is representative personal. Okay, so what is now natural? Natural is like it's like you and me Binita, you are Vedanta, you are Anurag. Okay, so that is natural person, like Vedanta account, Varun account, Rahul account, Ram account. Okay, so that is called natural account. And artificial account is like we are talking about the business entity, like it can be any organization, any company like XYZ company, any cooperative society, trust. So those are your artificial account. Then representative personnel can be your any outstanding expenses. That means junko expense dhorila tumi dia nai dibologia ase, outstanding expenses, that means outstanding salary, hebilak hoi gol, that is called your representative personnel. Hope you are getting it. Again I will repeat, like there are basically 2 types of accounts, personal account and impersonal account. So personal account, there are 3 types: natural, that is like Mr. X, artificial, suppose XYZ company, a representative personal, example is your outstanding expenses. Okay, now we'll move to impersonal account. Okay, which is not related to person, like not related to Mr. X, Ram and all. It is related to, suppose whenever we are talking about real account, that means we are talking about property, property of the business organization. It can be like plant machinery, it can be land and building, okay, it can be in the form of you can say stock. So those are your real account. It can be property or assets, right? So real accounts, there are 2 types. One is tangible, another is intangible. And what is tangible? Okay, what is tangible? That means the assets which can be touched and which can be seen. That means which has physical existence. That is called tangible. Tamne junbur tumi sokure dekhi pua, okay, aru junbur tumi atumaloke sui pua, that is called tangible assets. Like your, as I have mentioned you now, plant machinery you can see, you can touch. Land and building, okay, you can see that there is an existence. Then intangible is opposite to tangible. Intangible, there is no physical existence, okay, though there is a monetary value. The example is like goodwill. You cannot see, there is no physical existence. Goodwill is intangible asset, that is considered as one of the assets for the organization. Patent, copyright, trademark, those are the intangible real accounts, right? So that is all about your real account. Now move to nominal account. So what is nominal account? Nominal, again there are 2 types here. One is expenses and losses. Another one is income and gains. Okay, so that is called a nominal account. Expenses or losses, income and gains. Okay, so that is called nominal account all about. So you can see from here, you can see the types of accounts. I think it is very clear to you what are the types of accounts all about. So in accounts, there are basically account is basically like you can say T form. This is T form. You know, this side, left hand side is called debit and right hand side is called credit. You know, debit, D-E-B-I-T, in short you can write D-R. Credit, C-R-E-D-I-T, credit, in short you can write C-R. So this is called T form, you know, debit and credit. Now all these accounts, it can be debited or it can be credited. So that we will see, like, you know, the golden rules of accounts, that we will see it. Here you can see the golden rules of accounts. As already I have told you, there are basically three types of account: personal, real, nominal. Okay. So here personal, the golden rule is debit the receiver, that is who owes to business, that is called debit the receiver. And opposite to that, if you say credit the giver. So for personal account, the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So you have to identify by seeing the transaction that you are dealing with what account. You are dealing with personal account. You are dealing with Mr. X or company or any, like, you know, representative personnel like outstanding expenses and all. So here the personal account, the golden rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Hope it's clear to you. Now we'll move to real account. That means we are talking about assets, various assets. Debit what comes in. Okay, debit what comes in. That means junbur bostu ahibo, like suppose plant machinery ahise, cash ahise, so that should be debited. Debit what comes in. What comes in means what is coming into the business. What is coming into the business. And credit what goes out. And you have to credit whatever is going out from the business. Suppose, like, you know, cash is going out from the business, you have to credit that. So credit what goes out. Now we'll move to nominal account. As I've already mentioned, like nominal account, there are two types: expenses and losses, and income and gains. So all the expenses and losses has to be debited. That means debit all expenses or losses and credit all incomes or gains. So these are the, you know, traditional golden rules of accounts. And there is one more rule you can see here, or number 1, increase in assets, expenses, losses to be debited. That means if asset will increase, suppose you have bought machinery, that means, you know, asset is increasing, so you have to debit that. That means machinery account, debit. So increase in assets or increase in expenses or increase in losses, that has to be debited. And opposite to that, decrease in assets, expenses, losses, that has to be credited. So you need to remember all this. You have to understand, then you need to remember and practice. Then it will be in your mind. You will never forget in your life. Now, number 2 is decrease in liabilities. So when there will be decrease in liability, income and capital, it has to be debited. I'll repeat once again: decrease in liability, income, capital to be debited. And vice versa, increase in liability, income, capital, it has to be credited. Okay, so these are the two, you can say, golden rules. Whatever rules you apply, okay, it doesn't affect the preparation of accounts books anyway. Okay, it will be applicable and the result will be same. So you have to remember this golden rules to understand journal, and your journal entries will you will never make mistake while passing journal entries. Now we will start with now we'll start with a few basics. Okay. First one is capital. Okay, what is capital all about? Okay, so what is capital? Capital is the investment. Okay, or it is the amount. Okay, so capital is the amount, okay, which is invested by the owner, okay, into the business. I think you have understood what is capital all about. So it is the amount which is invested by the owner into the business. So the business may bring cash, okay, or maybe kind. It can be in the form of any asset, or it can be in the form of any cash. So that is called capital all about. Okay. Then move to drawing. What is drawings all about? What is drawing? What is drawing? Drawing is the amount which is withdrawn by the proprietor for his personal or for domestic use. So it may be he may withdraw in the form of cash, okay, maybe asset, or maybe goods. So for his domestic use or for his personal use, if the owner is withdrawing from the business any amount of cash, suppose he is withdrawing rupees 1000, so that is considered as drawing. Suppose he is taking one of the asset from the company, from the business for his domestic use, so that is again drawing. Or suppose he is withdrawing, or he is using any goods from the business for personal use, that is called drawing all about. So these are basic concepts which we will concentrate today. Then again two more. Purchase. What is purchase all about? From business point of view. So if the businessman is buying raw material, okay, or any finished goods for the purpose of again selling, for the purpose of selling, if the businessman is buying raw material or fixed goods, okay, that is called purchase all about, right? And if the businessman is buying, suppose, land and building, so that is not considered as purchase. Why? Because he is not buying the land and building for selling purposes. So it is an asset. He will be using it for future purpose. Okay. So which is considered as purchase? The raw material or the finished good which is purchased by the organization for reselling purpose, that is only considered as purchase. Now we'll move to sales. So the transactions we will consider as sale. Again same ways like purchase. So if the businessman is selling finished goods, okay, then it is considered as sales, right? Now we'll start with few journal entries and how you have to pass it. I suppose you people already know what is the format of a journal. You have done a lot of time. You have passed journal entries. This is the format, right? This is date, then particulars, then you have amount column, then one more amount column. So this is amount in rupees, this is again amount in rupees, this is debit, this is credit. So you people know what is the format of journal entries. So you can while practicing, or maybe you have to write in the examination, but right now I will not do it in the format. I'll simply do it because the board is smaller. Now we'll start with the first journal entry, number 1. Ram started business for rupees, suppose 1 lakh. Okay, so here we need to identify, okay, various accounts. So as I have mentioned you what is capital all about. Here the proprietor is Ram. So Ram has started business. That means Ram is investing money into the business. That means that is in the form of capital. So one account we have identified. So another account is like cash is coming into the business. Okay, cash is coming. How much cash is coming? 1 lakh cash is coming into the business. Okay, so cash is a real account, right? So what is the golden rule of real account? What is the golden rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out, right? So what is the journal entry then? Debit what comes in. What is coming into the business? 1 lakh rupees is coming into the business, right? So cash account debit 1 lakh to capital account 1 lakh. Then you have to write the narration. Being narration, see, it's very easy. Whatever the question is given, you have to write that way. Being Ram started business for rupees 1 lakh. Being Ram started business for rupees 1 lakh. So this is the first journal entry. Ram started business for rupees 1 lakh. So here you have to identify the account, cash account and capital account. So which will be debited and which will be credited. So cash is coming into the business. So cash is the real account. So cash account debit 1 lakh. And another account is like capital. So if cash is debited, obviously it has to be, if cash is debited, obviously the another account has to be credited. So you have to, you can use that logic also to capital account 1 lakh. So this is the first journal entry. I suppose you have understood. Now we'll move to the second journal entry. Number 2, second journal entry. Purchase machinery for rupees. Purchase machinery for rupees. Suppose 50,000. So what are the accounts here? You have to identify what are the accounts. This is not purchase, right? This is not purchase because you are not buying the purchase for reselling purpose. Machinery is the asset. So the accounts are machinery and cash because cash is going out. If you're purchasing means cash is going out from the business. So cash is another account. So cash is here, cash was coming in. So here cash is going out. So if here it is debited, obviously here cash will be credited. And what is coming in? Real account. Both are real account. Machinery is real account, cash is real account. Machinery is coming in and cash is going out. So the golden rule of real account is debit. Debit what? Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. That means machinery account debit to cash account 50,000. 50,000. So you can write the narration accordingly. Being purchase machinery for rupees 50,000. I think it is clear to you. 2 entries we are done. See students, we will go from the basic, then like your difficulty level will go on increasing day by day. So we are starting with basic journal. Then like I will give you some assignments through WhatsApp group and you have to do the assignment. Then we will proceed again tomorrow with bit difficulty level. firstly you need to understand the concept and make it very clear, then we can proceed slowly. Now the next journal entry we will start with purchase goods for rupees 10,000. Okay, here purchase goods, not purchase machinery. Here what we are doing, we are purchasing goods. That means we are purchasing maybe raw material or finished goods. That means that account will be what? Purchase. It may be purchase and money is going out, cash. So we have identified both the accounts, purchase and cash. So here the journal entry will be money is going out and goods are coming in. So in case of goods we have to use purchase. So purchases account debit 10,000 to what is going out? Cash is going out, cash account 10,000. Okay. Now we'll move to fourth number journal. Again, if you're purchasing goods, this is like cash. You're purchasing for 10,000, that is in cash. Suppose you are purchasing in credit. Okay, purchase goods for rupees 20,000 from S traders. That means you have not yet, okay, on credit. That means you have not yet paid to S traders. That means money is, you have not paid anything to S traders. So money is not going out. It will go out after some time when you will pay. But right now you have not given money to S trader. So you have to record it. That means what are the entries here? Entries will be purchase. As you have not paid money, like this example, here you have paid money, so you have written cash. So you have not, here you have not paid to S trader, so you have to mention in the books S trader name. Okay, so here the journal entry will be purchases account debit to S traders account 20,000. Okay, I think it is clear to you. The purchase journal, purchase for cash and purchase on credit. Okay, so I'll rub it now. Now we will focus on sales, that is sold goods for rupees 20,000. Sold goods. So that means if you are selling, you are a seller. If you are selling, so goods will go out and money will come in. If you are selling, goods will go out and money will come in. Right? So here the accounts are sales and money is coming in. So money means cash. So cash is a real account. So cash is coming. So whenever cash will come, you have to debit it. So whenever cash will come, cash has to be debited. And whenever cash will go, it has to be credited. That you remember. Okay? जेठिया कैश आएगा, कैश जब भी आएगा, कैश को बस आग बंद करके कैश को डेबिट करना है. और जब भी कैश जाएगा बिजनेस से, आग बंद करके कैश को क्रेडिट करो. That is also one of the logic. You can use it. So cash is here coming in, and because you are selling goods, so cash account debit 20,000 to, and you are selling sales account to sales account. So this is the journal entry. This was in cash. Now we'll see in credit. Sold goods to TT Group for rupees 10,000. Okay, so that means money is yet to come, because you have sold goods to TT Group on credit. You will get money, but not yet received money. But you have sold goods gone, stock, like goods gone, but money will come in. TT Groups. So here you can see TT Group, TT Group. Okay, so TT Group account debit 10,000 to sales account. So TT Group is what? TT Group, it's the personal account, right? So here TT Group account debit to sales account. So this is the journal entry for sold goods on credit. I think it is clear to you. Now we'll move to another journal entry. Suppose you are receiving commission. Receive commission rupees 1,000. So receiving commission, that means money will coming. Money is coming or going. So obviously money is coming into the business. Receiving, so money will come. So cash is a real account. So cash is coming in. Debit, what comes in. So cash is coming. So you debit it. Cash account debit. For what purpose? And for what purpose? Like what you're getting? Commission. Receive commission. You are receiving money for rupees 1,000 in the form of commission. So cash आया, किसके नाम पे आया? Commission के नाम पे आया. Okay. So cash account debit to commission 1,000. So this is the entry. So same ways, if you are suppose paid commission for rupees 500. So paid, the word paying, the cash is going out. So that means if cash is going out, cash is a real account, right? Cash is going out, so that means cash has to be credited. What is the purpose? Commission, right? Commission account debit to cash account, and you identify what is commission all about. It is an expense, it is an income or loss or gain. So you have to identify that. So identify what is it. You think. So paid commission rupees 500, commission account debit to cash account. So money you have paid, that means the business is paying money. So commission 500, cash account debit 500 to cash account 500. So these are some basic journal entries, and today few journal entries we will do it again, only now related to drawings. As I've already mentioned you what is drawings all about. Drawing is an amount, okay, which is withdrawn by the proprietor from the business for his personal or for domestic purpose. Okay, so that means like he may withdraw from the business cash or maybe assets, okay, or maybe goods. Okay, goods means what? That has to be from the purchases, because the business is buying goods. That means the business has purchased. Okay, so goods will be less, asset will be less, cash will be less. कैश कम हो जाएगा. In case proprietor withdraw करेगा कैश, तो कैश कम होगा. Asset withdraw करेगा तो asset कम होगा. और goods withdraw करेगा तो purchase कम होगा, है कि नहीं? So cash will decrease, asset will decrease, and purchases will decrease. So that is called drawing. So when the proprietor will withdraw money from the business for domestic or personal use, that is called drawing. So now we will see some journal entries related to drawing. Okay. The first one, cash withdrawn by Number 1, cash withdrawn by Ram, rupees 2000. Okay, so that means cash withdrawn. So 2000 rupees is going out from the business. And what is, for what purpose? Drawing purpose. Ram is the proprietor. Okay, so here the journal entry will be drawing account debit 2000 to cash account 2000. Is it clear to you? Cash withdrawn by Ram. Ram is the proprietor. What he has withdrawn? Cash. So the cash is going, 2000 rupees cash is going from the business. So cash is going out. Okay. And proprietor has withdrawn. So it is in the form of drawing. So drawing account debit to cash account debit 2000. And the narration is being cash withdrawn by Ram, rupees 2000. Now second one. We have already told cash withdrawn. Now we will see, suppose goods withdrawn. Goods withdrawn by proprietor for personal use, rupees 5,000. So here goods withdrawn, not cash. Okay, cash is not going. What is going? Goods. That means purchase will decrease. You know, from the stock, like goods will decrease. So what will be the journal entry? Drawing account debit. So what is decreasing? From purchases here. Purchases account. Drawing account debit to purchases account. 5,000. Is it clear to you? This is cash and this is goods. See it carefully. And today you take one copy and practice it and remember it for your lifetime. Then only it will be easier for you to do the difficult one. Now we'll see number 3 related to drawings. Furniture of the business is withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use. I think handwriting is visible for you. Furniture of the business is withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use for rupees 10,000. So here, what is withdrawn? Furniture. So your journal entry will be drawing account debit to, so furniture is going out. So furniture again is a real account to furniture account. So this is the another journal entry. And number 4 was like life insurance premium paid for rupees 2,000. So life insurance premium, that means obviously it is the life of the proprietor. So again this will be drawing life of the proprietor. So life of the proprietors, his insurance premium is paid from the business. So again it will be drawing. So money is going to the LIC company. So that will be again drawing account debit to cash account. So life insurance premium, it is not insurance, not only insurance. What is related? Life insurance, that means life of the proprietor, life of Ram. So he is withdrawing rupees 2,000 for his personal use. That's why the journal entry will be drawing account debit to cash account. Okay. So that way, one more example I'll give you. Suppose Ram is paying a tuition fee of our daughter. Okay, tuition fees paid by the proprietor from tuition fees of his daughter is paid by the proprietor from his business rupees, suppose 3,000. So tuition fee of his daughter, that means this is again drawing. So money is going, 3,000 rupees is drawing. So drawing account debit to cash account. 3,000. Okay. These were a few basic journal entries. Today I will end up here. We'll again coming up with another class tomorrow. Thank you very much. Hope you have understood what have been told. It will be maybe better tomorrow, day by day. Thank you and have a nice day.